All right, wonderful people, welcome back to this wonderful channel where we bring you back-to-back update and information as you the hot. In case you have not joined our social media handle, what are you waiting for? Kindly go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share, and also remember to on your notification button so that whenever our news drop, it will be the first. We'll collect some compliments of the season. Compliment of the season today is the 21st of December. Even though things are hard like Pancanel, but still, yes, as hard as Pancanel is, we go still use stone, break them. And even though say the country don't make Nigeria make it hard like stone, we go still use stone crusher. Crush them. How it be, however, we go still chop price for this December. I say, let's go down to the full detail of the information as it be. You don't shell for the obodo. As it be, Ojukwu'S son joins call for Kanu'S release, dismisses alleged conspiracy of silence of Southeast governors. Recently, a lot of people are saying that right, there is this saying that says that a tree does not fall far from a fruit does not fall far from its tree. As it is, Ojukwu'S son has joined the league of calling for the release of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Mazi Nnamdi Ohamadike, one of Ndi Igbo. Yes, I think he is speaking up late because ever since Mazi Nnamdi was arrested, this is the first time that I'm hearing about Ojukwu'S son. Somehow we know that Ojukwu has children, but we have not heard about them. And I was wondering, does lion give birth to goats? Onaga agonokata omuba obiamuba iyedi, you know? But that was that how it is. But meanwhile, let's go down. They say son of late defunct head of state of Biafra, Chief Emeka Odumegwu Ojukwu Jr. has joined the clamor for the release of Mazi Nnamdi, insisting that it would go a long way to checkmate the avalanche of insecurity case in the southeast. Ojukwu, who spoke to reporters on Friday, also dismissed allegation of conspiracy or silence against the southeast governors over the fate of Kanu, contending that the governors are taking their time to ensure the release of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra. There has been daily violent attack on innocent individuals by criminals, with attendant high morality, which has now attained near normalcy. Considering the development from the big picture perspective, the release of Nnamdi may not put an immediate end to the insecurity, but it will assuage the rising tension among the populace, who will then join hands to put an end to the rising criminality. Ojukwu further dismissed allegation of conspiracy of silence against the Southeast governor, noting that, "I don't think there is a conspiracy of silence. You know, first of all, security is a delicate subject matter, and not what should be discussed for the sake of merely discussing it with regard to the implication and without a clear understanding of the different but valid perspective of the citizenry and the government, especially those in charge of national security." So I think that many people are just being careful so that their intervention would have the needed impact. Ojukwu, who lamented the killing of and kidnappings in the southeast states, stated that it is sad that nobody can, but I condemn these atrocities in totality. It is shocking. However, I would not want to go into assessing the governors. I have my impressions and opinion, but I will keep them aside because it is easy to be backseated driver until you find yourself in the driver's seat. Additionally, all action taken by our governors are not over. Some are overt, some are covert. Therefore, I am calling on all of us to join hand and put an immediate end to this embarrassment. Yes, I must admit that the governors have major roles to play, but in the end, my predominant occupation is to see that the situation is confined to the dustbin of history as quickly as possible by increasing the participation of our royal fathers, our town unions, our churches, etc., and have a whole of society approach to the issue. Most miscreants are known within the various communities. Well, like I was just saying, injustice, real or imagined, bring contempt, protest, agitation, and a general feeling of let it all burn. But that only comes when you feel discontented from what you wish to burn down. Of course, I do not condone such actions, but there are indeed genuine concerns that have not been addressed. And over time, these concerns began to find expression in anger as a result of frustration. To answer your questions, it's complicated situation, and that is why we must bring this conversation within a context. For instance, Nnamdi Kanu was not just detained, IPOB wasn't formed today. By today's realities, the government, Kano, and IPOB are variables in the crisis we face in the southeast today. So, yes, his detention and subsequent protests for his release have given an opportunity for mischief makers, be they common criminals or actors from other segments of the society, to take advantage and pursue their own goals to the detriment of all. A clear understanding of this fact must guide us in finding a lasting solution. All right, this is what is coming from Odumegwu Ojukwu's son. This is what is coming from Odumegwu Ojukwu's son, Ojukwu Jr. Well, I have been expecting this from him for a long time, even though a lot of people expected much from Bianca Ojukwu because of the offices he occupied. First, he was ambassador, now a minister, and as it is, she's a woman, and of course, you know that a woman is someone you married from another family and brought into that family. If the person somehow, carries the characters of the husband, is somehow a kind of coaching. Maybe the husband coached the person into doing that. But there is a difference between the person's child and the person's wife. And I have been expecting that Mazi Ojukwu'S son would have become someone better, someone greater than the father in pursuit of the freedom of his people. But unfortunately, those baton has been passed to others. The person was, at the time, it was Rike, and secondly, it was Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and now Simon Ekpa, and also Ngozi Orabueze. But as it is, if you look at what is happening, ndị be anyị nwere okwu a na-ekwu n'Igbo asị ka akwụọ mmiri n'oge mgbe ọ nọ n'obu ọkpa tupu o lue n'ikpere, ka agba ọsọ mmiri na a na-ama ọkwa mmiri maka gịnị? Maka ozuzie. That's it, my people. But ihe emebigo. The governors in the southeastern part of Nigeria allowed this issue to get to this point, even the government, because everybody was doing Obasaram. I get this song where they sing, I don't care, Owelo onyo metu bembo, I don't care, Owonyo metu berenambo. If he never touch you, you no go know. But as it is now, the insecurity is touching everybody. Ya will not touch again. Ya touch a member of your organization. Ya will not touch a member of your organization. Ya touch a member of your church. Ya will not touch a member of your church. Ya touch your worker. Ya can not touch your worker. Yeah, mega affect. Because the clear sit at home, it practically affects everybody in the southeastern part of Nigeria. That is just it. That's how it has been. So, I think it's high time. The other day, the governor of Anambra State, Professor Charles Soludo, made a comment. He said that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu'S release might not be able to put an end to the insecurity in the southeastern part of Nigeria. One thing about the governors in Southeast is about drawing conclusion. They just come up, draw conclusion without making effort first. Meanwhile, Kanu in the DSS detention said, "Free me," and all these things will stop at one time. But nobody paid attention because somehow the governors are using him as a political dog, because they know that whenever you mention the name of Nnamdi Kanu, Ndi Igbo must vote for you. Whenever you say, I want to release Nnamdi Kanu, Igbo people must listen to you. Whenever you bring up the case of Nnamdi Kanu, they must pay attention. And they found advantage in that, and they have been using that advantage since 2021 till date. It did not even start today, it started since 2017. The kind of crowd that Nnamdi Kanu is carrying is that if you come out in any state, whether Abia State, whether Anambra State, whether Ebonyi State, whether Enugu State, to say, I want to become the governor, the citizens there will gladly give him the governorship, even though we know that elections in this country is not free and fair. They say the election should be free and fair. It's not free and fair. It is it's just buying. It's money buying. Meanwhile, this is where I'll be whining. Thank you for listening. God bless you.